afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball next on the show. Nick Tropiano is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage. Stepping into the box, Andrew Benintendi. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Sends that one out of play for strike one. These Angels, Harold, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, last game they just didn't play well. They gave up a lot of runs, really sloppy. So when you play that sloppy, you're not going to win games.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Revere ranging back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
Striding in, Dustin Pedroia. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. First pitch of the at bat on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now the pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Well, McDonald's strike zone, it's pretty ordinary, pretty basic. Now, sometimes it's tough to figure out, and that's when you get frustrated with him. There's not a whole lot of flash, but you just want him. Be consistent. Pick one side or the other. That's where guys get frustrated.
Grounded to third. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. He comes in currently second on the team in home runs. And the pitch. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
1-1. Here it comes. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 36 on the year for him. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff. Homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Batting fourth, the designated
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The windup and the 0-1.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To short, hit hard. Simmons is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up. Tim Lincecum will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, as I was researching this game, getting ready for it.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Saunders is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. H, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, Matt, they find themselves already down 1. The big thing here, realize you got a lot of game left. Just score 1 run. Try to get right back in the game, even it up, and play the whole 9 innings. You can't just play part of the game, play the whole game.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Swing and a little blooper to center. Bogarts into shallow center. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So coming to the plate, Mike Trout. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. In there, no balls and a strike. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, HR. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Matt, they're on one of those hot streaks. I mean, everything is going right for them. They're playing great baseball right now. I mean, timely hitting, the bullpen's coming through. It looks like they're rested. They're doing the things they need to do.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nothing across here this half. Second inning upcoming from the Big A. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Angels nothing. Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
Xander Bogaerts.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Revere is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Angels.
Number 10.
And yes, they move players all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics and really apply it to their club. You'll see guys moving all over the field today.
Hits this one hard the other way. And Belt is aboard. It's a base hit.
He was clearly thinking about hitting the ball the other way. Now they're overloading or overshifting all on the right side, and he just shot the ball the other way and is taking what they give him. I don't know why more guys don't do that.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Under it now is Simmons to take it in for out number 2. Here's Michael Saunders now. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. And he lays off there 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's C.J. Cron now. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Therefore, it is Saunders, and he takes it for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Cole Calhoun becomes out number 2 this inning. Luis Valbuena is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So stepping in, Andrew Valenzuela. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Fouled back. The windup and the 0-1. For Espinoza, the second baseman. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, left fielder.
Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun on the run. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin
There's
Pedroia.
the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Hard ground ball to third, and Pedroia's got himself a base hit. And the inning kept alive now for Mookie Betts.
Well, that base hit right there gives him 9-game hitting streak.
Mookie Betts.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mookie Betts. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to short. He'll go the short way to Espinoza, and the side is retired. One at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Lincecum readies another 0-2. This one's down to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Espinoza. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. The 0-2 coming now from Lincecum. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Andrelton Simmons. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Betts comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Fielder number 25.
Ready for another chance? Ben Revere. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll reach first safely. And the Halos have their first hit of the game.
When you're hot, that's what happens. Balls like that fall in for you. When you're cold, that gets caught. This is a hot streak he's on right now, so you take advantage of it. Ride it while it's good.
Swing, and he popped him up. Over in foul territory back behind third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the end. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Designated hitter, Hanley Ramirez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Ramirez is retired, and there's 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Xander Bogaerts comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun has a read on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
First baseman number 10, Brandon Belt.
Standing in, Brandon Belt, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
And Belt will lay off ball 4 as he's able to reach on the base on balls. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Oh, he saw that changeup really nice. He just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
8-game streak. He's swinging the bat really well.
Michael Saunders.
Here's Michael Saunders now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. Chopped weakly up the first base line. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Well, that's called smelling a base hit right there. He beats out an infield single. Not everybody hustles out of the box, but he darn sure knew he better, and he did.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And they get the force at home. Whatever works.
Leading off the
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, the rain is really coming down. You know, it reminds me of my days growing up in Oregon. It can pour on you in a heartbeat, and that's what we're seeing here today.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Well, he's pitching really good in this game, and the fastball location has been the key. That pitch right there is indicative of the game. Down low, hits a spot. That's what he's been doing with the fastball basically the whole game.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Mike Trout becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Right fielder number 56.
Settling in now, Cole Calhoun. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Betts. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacked.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Here he pulls a changeup that's away. You're supposed to hit the other way and gets the base hit. Other times he takes that ball the other way, hits a line drive, and doesn't get the hit.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. And that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Throw gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay.
The batter.
Riding in once again, Mookie Betts. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Under it now is Simmons to take it in for round number 2. Digging in now, Hanley Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Espinoza is there, and they go down in a hurry here.
And leading off for the Halos.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. On the ground up the middle. Bogarts has it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The batter, number 3.
So digging in now, Danny Espinoza. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Swing and a liner. And this is a fair ball as it heads toward the 330 sign in right. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The batter number 2.
Stepping up to the plate, Andrelton Simmons comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Here's Ben Revere. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Good fastball there from Lincecum as he's really popping the glove now. It's strike 1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Rain continues to fall here in the 6th. Into the windup and the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Super play right there from the shortstop. Talk about showing off those hops. This was destined to be a base hit into the outfield.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. And this is fouled at the plate. 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And now a pitch on the way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Oh, he definitely got away with a changeup right there. He hung that one. But the good news is you got him to pull it foul. Now you come back after him here with another pitch.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Full count now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4. Digging in and looking for more, Eduardo Nunez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must. A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Espinosa on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Rolled slowly to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
A center fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Trout. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is off the wall. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Trout rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner from second is in to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Paul Calhoun will stand in now. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Fastball in there for a called strike.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
0-2, here it comes. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Nunez is over and he tucks it away for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Luis Valbuena. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. A fastball that just misses inside. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
I like what I'm seeing right now.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Ready for another chance? Michael Saunders. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Hey, that's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Michael Saunders becomes the first out of the inning. And the slider swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Again, he sends it out of play. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Now here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play.
That was the 4th foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Out of play off to the right.
Well, now they wait to work the count. This is a long AB, but if they wanted to have any shot at him, you need to have these kind of at-bats early in the game.
And another foul ball.
That is the 6th foul ball in this at-bat. Now, to those who like to see a lot of pitches, he's doing it for you.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
This is a great battle on both sides. He's throwing strikes and he's fouling balls off. What's going to give?
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon.
Now pitching for the Angels.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. They got a little something working here, Matt. You got the tying run at second base and the go-ahead run at first base. How's it going to unfold?
Blake Parker
takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music. Up and in, see if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
1-1, here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. Here's Mookie Betts as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And there's the 4th wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
It looked like he was trying to go the opposite way on that pitch. Good job of laying off that check swing, seeing it wasn't something he wanted to really drive the other way.
Just got a piece up the line. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty in the inning. Striding in once again, Robinson Chirinos. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Robinson
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Looped out towards short, and that'll be the second out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton
Simmons is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mike Morin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Lifted in the air out to right. Calhoun has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
First baseman, number 10.
Digging in once again, Brandon Belt. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
He's already got 2 walks in this game, and that ball right there, another ball. So we may see them kind of nibbling and pitching around him. He might be taking walks all game.
Calhoun has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting.
At the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
He's been looking really good. Another hit, another multi-hit game. This hot streak has been really fun to watch him perform.
Here's Michael Saunders now. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Needed. Here's Ben Revere. He'll start things off now against Tim Lincecum. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Betts has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 31.
First offering on its way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
Nope.
Ball 1.
You know, he's throwing the ball so good today. He didn't get that pitch right there, but he's been getting most of the calls around the plate.
Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and it's a good start to the inning for Lincecum. 2 up, 2 down.
A center fielder, number 27.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Mike Trout. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Takes this the other way to right. Saunders is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Bud Norris takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Ready once again, Andrew Valenzuela. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And he lays off for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Red Sox have come back to knock things up at 2.
Yeah, and there's another reason the word around the league is this guy's a bona fide Rookie of the Year candidate. He seems to come up big, never shying away from the moment like a lot of rookies do. It's been a joy to watch him have so much success in just his first big league season.
And that swung on and fouled straight back. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Simmons to his left. He's there on to first. So a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Lifetime versus this pitcher. 9 base hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now, Mookie Betts. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Hit to third. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. First pitch now from Lincecum.
Leading off from the
C.J. Cron is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Now Lincecum's 1-2. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Hit hard to short. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 56.
Paul Calhoun will stand in now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Third baseman, Luis Valbuena.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Now here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Saunders going back at the track, the wall, and that ball is gone. Santa Maria, game over. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.